Hello and welcome to another Morbid Day video. It's that time of year, it's the start of the year, and the start of the year always makes us look to our past, but also like what's to bring in the future, what the rest of the year holds for us. So I would like to do a wish list video for 2024 and give myself sort of a path for the year and to buy the things that I know I would get a lot of use out of. I would see myself like for years to come. I would like to see if I stick to that. Where does it veer? Do I end up getting some of these items? Obviously, like, do I not? What's gonna end up happening? So, no more rambling. I'm going to start this off. I am a big coachy at the moment, and I have not veered away from that, and I don't think that I'm going to. So a lot of these items are going to be Coach items, Coach handbags that I want, vintage, new, what have you, all of the above. All right, first on the wish list, and this actually is kind of in order. I have like a top, I'm gonna say top four handbags that I'm really looking forward to in 2024. And the first one is actually going to be one that caught me by surprise, 1000%. I was not expecting it, I was not looking for it. It's a new bag. It is the BROOME CARYALL. There's a small size and then there's a 36 by Coach, and this is a very, very new bag. It is, from what my essay told me, it is an expansion of the Brooke CARYALL. So I think that's why they have similar names. And I can honestly see it because my mom does have it. The Brooke, I mean, that's the bag that she owns. And looking at the two, they're very similar. My essay contacted me on December 15th. It was a Friday, it was 1 o'clock, and she let me know like, hey, these new bags are in and I think they're very you. Personally, I think they are very me. I think she nailed it and she's starting to get like sort of a vibe of what I like. And yeah, these are very me. They're very like briefcase, lawyer, corporate. Like, I got a corporate job, but I don't actually have a corporate job. I work from home. I've seen them in stores. Not only do I have pictures that she sent me initially, but I actually went in stores to go see her. And she's a great bag. She looks great. The structure's there. She reminds me of the SAMMY, like in just the way that it's been constructed and created, and the quality. It's just such a beautiful bag. And I've been stalking it so hard. So hard, because I want to make the decision whether I should pull the trigger on it or not. Which size. I kind of want to go for both, the 36 and the smaller size, but it's like kind of like, Jasmine, take a step back, let's like think about it. So we'll see. I'm hoping. I really have my eyes, of course, on the black with the brass hardware. One thing I do wish is that they make more colors, especially in the bigger size. I would love, I don't know what it is about Coach, but they don't do like dark gray colors. I don't see a lot of variations in colors, and I would like to see a bit more. So I would love one in this color with silver hardware would be really nice. Coach, if you're listening, please do other colors. I would love to see it, even like a brown, like a different brown. Not that I hate the dark stone color, but a different kind of brown would be very nice. I would appreciate it. But definitely one in black with the brass hardware. That's like for sure. Like, I need it. It's a must have. Okay, I've already rambled a lot on the BROOME, so these next few I'm just gonna rapid fire. I am really into my SAMMY. I did like a whole kind of even love letter / rant review on YouTube. So I really love that bag. I think that I would really love to have it in the smaller size because I have the SAMMY top handle. There's the 21. And then I have seen the micro ones. They're like a size 12, I believe. I've only seen it in the Coach Singapore website. So I don't even know if the US stores are getting them at all, but I'm hoping and crossing my fingers that we get like the micro versions, because God, I really want the SAMMY in the tiny little, it would just be such a cute vibe. And I don't know, I really want to get my hands on one. So I would love one in white, the 21 in white with the brass, and then the micro one. I don't really care for the color at that point. I just really want my hands on a micro. And last but not least, on my top must have of 2024, it's going to be a tabby, like a regular Coach tabby bag. I don't own one. I only own like the tabbies that are like pillow or the tabbies with quilting. And like, I would really, really love to own just the regular tabbies. I want one in white, for sure, the chalk white with brass. And I would really love the black tabby, the 26s. I like the 26 size. I think it's a great size. Especially for me, I just don't think I see myself in the smaller size and loving it. So definitely in the 26. Got the canvas too, and it's got brass hardware. I think it's really pretty. I've seen it on Pinterest, and one thing about me is that I really put a lot of thought, and I feel like I really need time to see it aesthetically, to see if it'll work with me and my vibe and like what I like to go for. So I've been seeing it on Pinterest. I really, really like the way that it looks, and I think it would just be perfect for me and my collection. All right, now that I've gotten all the like must-haves out of the way, again, I'm gonna try and go through these really, really quickly so I don't ramble on. I kind of really want a structured tote 16. It is the little basket bags. I know they have horrible reviews, but it's one of those things where you just see a bunch of like bad reviews and you're just kind of like, maybe it'll be different for me. But I have done a bit of research. I do think they fall apart fairly easily. It's one of those things you can't carry much in it. It's probably just like your card, and that's probably it. And I know that sounds really bad, but I really like the bag. And I really like the little basket bags, and I would love to own one from Coach, even though I know it would have to be one of those really delicate bag situations where like you can't do anything with it. And it sounds so bad when I say it, but I really, really want it. Anyways, don't judge me too harshly for that one. I love that meme. Next bag, one that I actually is kind of up there. I would definitely love to own one, and that is a Coach Riley top handle. I think it is such a beautiful bag. It's very unique. I think personally, I haven't seen anything quite like it, even from Coach. Again, I'm a newbie, so these like silhouettes and these bags are definitely new to me, even though they're an old bag. I've seen them. These are definitely going to come from the pre-loved market because they don't have them anymore. So I've got my eyes on a few. So I'm not 100% on the color just yet, but the hardware is so beautiful, and knowing Coach is just impeccable. So I can only imagine once I get my hands on it, like that top handle. Oh, it's just so pretty. Next up, we have one that I think is kind of a weird fluke for Coach. I don't know. Again, I wasn't around for this time period. I'm kind of new, but there's the Coach Hero bags, and tell me why it looks very much like the Riley bag. I don't understand what Coach is doing here with this bag, but I have my eye on this one with the brass hardware. Notice how I feel like I've said brass a whole lot. Maybe I need to start investing in some silver pieces, but I'm more of a gold girly anyways. But anyways, also would have to come from the pre-loved market. I have my eyes on a couple, so we'll see if it ends up happening. If not, I would like to have at least either or, the Hero or the Riley. Like, I feel like they're very reminiscent to each other, so either or would work, I guess, for me in the end. Next up, we have the Studio Quilted Crossbody bag. I'm not sure if that's like 100% like the title of this bag, but I fell in love with this bag when I saw a review for it a while ago. I would love to own this bag. The chain that it comes with, which is, I don't see these on a lot of bags. And you can buy the chains separately, so it's interesting that they paired it, like they put it on a bag, plus you get the crossbody. I think it's just beautiful, and I would love to have it in the dove gray, I believe it is, but the pre-loved one that I was eyeing got bought up, sadly. I mean, they can't last forever, so the right one has to come along. I don't think I would commit to another color, so we'll see. Okay, this next one I'm kind of still on the fence about. I really like it, but it's kind of like a new obsession, whereas all these other ones I have really thought through. This one's actually the ruby satchel, but the one that I seem to gravitate the most is like the one that's in the chalk white with like the brown. That really, actually, when I think about it, I don't see that brown a lot in Coach, at least not like today Coach, because I am a recent Coachie again. I haven't seen that brown a lot, so I would love to own that one actually, now that I think about it. And there's currently a reloved in the Coach website, the actual Coach website. They do have a relove section, and there's currently one that I think is really gorgeous. It's beautiful, but she's like really pricey. To me, Coach is luxury. If you're dropping $775 before tax on a purse, that's pretty luxurious to me. So anyways, I really hope it happens. If you guys own one, I'm jealous. Next on my wish list is actually gonna be some vintage pieces, and this would be a first for me. I would really love to get my hands on a vintage SOHO and a vintage Hamptons bag. Actually, I don't even know if they're that old to be considered vintage, but to me they're kind of old, so. The SOHO bag was actually my introduction to Coach. That was my first ever bag that I got. It was actually my one and only bag that I ever got, and that was because my mom got it for me at like on my birthday. I think I was like maybe 12. I don't even remember anymore, but it was a long time ago, and I love that bag now. Not then. I didn't really treat it the best, so it's not with us anymore. But I would love to get my hands on one. I think it's so chic and very pretty. I used to have the monogram one. It was like canvas material, and it was gray and black. I had the CCs all over it, and I don't know if I want that one or if I want that one plus like maybe a brown one. I don't know, we'll see. But I think it's such a trip down memory lane a little bit for me, so that's mostly why it's kind of nostalgic a little bit. Plus, I also really like it. But I think it would be a great piece to have. I know it's one that I would cherish for forever, one that I just would never be able to let go. The Hamptons bag is really pretty. I know that they just came out with a newer version of it. I'm not a big fan. It's not the worst bag. I can see myself styling it, but something about the vintage piece I think was done way better. So I would definitely love to find that. Probably black. Surprise, surprise, but I haven't seen them in other colors actually. I've only seen them in black, but if I find maybe, I don't know if they made it in brown, I think would be really pretty. So I would love to find it in that color if it even exists. Now we're reaching the end of this. Whew. She wants so much in 2024, but I would definitely like to invest in a little belt bag. I've always seen them on girlies with like a blazer and then just a little bag. It's a belt. I think they're really cool. I think it's very simple and on the go almost, because you don't have to pack much except for your cards and maybe like a chapstick. And then your phone is just in your hand or pocket. It's not my top priority, but if I find a great sale, I find it pre-loved, and it's a good deal, I think I would definitely do it. But yeah, I have my eye on the Bandit one, the Bandit belt bag, but in the micro. I think the bigger one is too reminiscent to a Bandit, and I already have a Bandit, so I just don't think it makes sense for me. So the micro one would have to be it. And then next I have the Idol bag. This bag I think is really pretty. I initially kind of wanted the square one, but I fell out of love from the square one. I think it's just too square. I think it's just too square. What a weird way to like phrase that. I don't know. But recently they came out with the more rectangular ones, and that one I think I'm really eyeing and I'm really liking. But I would really love for the Idol 23 to replace my Charlotte bag that I got from the outlet store. I really loved that bag, but the wear and tear on that bag was one so quick. The quality is so shot, and it's just left me so disappointed that I feel like eventually I'm going to have to replace the Charlotte bag. Basically, I would love the Idol bag to become a replacement for my Charlotte bag. So, and then a quick little last add-on, and this is not a bag, but it's actually a wallet. I definitely have been eyeing the Swagger wallet for a very long time, so I hope that it happens in 2024. It's not a purse, but I do feel like I need maybe a bigger wallet sometimes, so I can have my little card holder, my mini Bandit wallet, and then maybe the bigger Swagger wallet. And I think I would be done unless one of them ever like falls apart and dies. Then obviously I would replace them with something else, but I think that would be it for wallets. I'm not really big on wallets, so I think that would be hitting hitting all the marks for me, I think.
Okay, really quickly, I just want to add one more thing to this wish list 2024. I'm kind of getting really big on watches. I don't want anything too crazy, but I'm still going to stick to the same brand. So I've definitely been eyeing the CADIE watch. Or is it CADIE? The CADIE watch? No, I'm going to call you CADIE. It's so small, it's so dainty, it's perfect, and they have it in the gold and silver, and I think I want both. So that's basically it.
So now that I look back and I just rambled on about everything that I would love to have in 2024, it's kind of a lot. So I don't think all of these will end up happening. But even if I end up with just a couple of these for the year, I would be very fortunate. And that's basically it. I think that this is a great place to start so that I don't go on this like fast fashion kind of mentality when it comes to bags, and I don't feel pressured to get every single thing that comes out. I don't feel like that's me every time Coach drops something, but at the same time, I can see myself being like, oh, well, maybe I need this and this and this. So the fact that I'm putting a little bit more thought into what I would like in 2024 and what I would like my collection to look like is smart for me, and to realize, hey, you don't need all of this, especially because I definitely like certain look and I know what I want my collection to look like in the end. So anyways, that is it. Feel free to share down below if you agree with any of these, if you have any of these and you want to let me know any tidbits or what you would love for your collection or for yourself in 2024. You can leave it all down below. Without further ado, if you like this, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in my next video, which will be kind of fun because I might have already scratched something off of my wish list already. So stay tuned for the next video. I might have already done a little bit of damage in the new year.